What? Do you want to join the VMix call and Clayton will put it up for you?
I mean,
No, I'll watch the VOD later.
I was gonna say
remember.
you could see it while you're uploading the VOD.
Listen here, mister. I have no follow-up for that, so...
Just want you to listen here, mister. That's all.
Listen here, I know I'm slacking. Been slacking for over a year now. Shoot, let's be real. I've been slacking for over 30 years at this point.
I love it. Mike says this intro must be fire when high. Never been high, I can't tell you, but I'm sure it would be fun.
The laugh track was perfectly timed
says
for what you said.
Yeah. It's always Pride o'clock here, baby. That's a very good countdown for the month. I'm good job.
Good job, everybody.
I said good job to you.
Oh, okay.
Did you specifically say good job, Clayton? You specifically because, clearly there could have been a chance that maybe Mir Logan made this intro.
Hey, it's a team effort.
It's not. Everyone
Teamwork.
knows it's you.
Teamwork.
You know what?
Teamwork.
I'm proud of you guys. Regardless of who made it.
Suck up. I was making an intro and then I got high.
Well, then I got high. I'm trying to think if I've ever been
High?
prescribed high before, but I don't think I've ever even been prescribed high.
I've been anesthetized at a dentist's office.
I got put on laughing gas one time. Does that count?
I mean that is nitrous. It makes you high. That is prescription whippets.
All right, so
Good
I was
God.
high once.
Please tell me someone else drove you after that appointment.
Yeah, I was in middle school, and my mother was driving.
Oh, okay. Wow, here Logan getting high in middle school. Jeez.
And my mom paid for it.
Prescription whippets is going to be my punk band name.
Make that your lower third.
Right.
Yeah. So obviously
Is
we're
my
back.
is my
with some
lower third
PowerWash.
still Bug Eater?
I can't remember. I was gonna change. I made the joke about changing them in the podcast to whatever Bullet Bill and
Oh, fuck, what was it? Bedrock Bill
Bedrock Bill.
and Slinky Pete,
Yes, Slinky Pete and something Liz.
Longshot Liz, and I
Longshot
don't
Liz,
remember. I do not remember what the other ones were. I know that the the name for ours was Roxanne, but I don't remember what the cool little rhyming nickname was.
Right. Yours is Bug Drinker, by the way.
Hey, we could change that.
Okay.
I'm still cupcake enthusiast.
Yes.
Still appropriate.
And I'm still the booth babe, even though nobody calls me that.
I call you that all the time.
You call me Booth Daddy, not Booth Babe.
Oh, that's right.
He's right.
It's so much better. Sorry.
He's right. You do call him that.
I do. And Mike says, my dreams are very weird. Does that count? No, that does not count for if you're getting high. Quentin says he gets high on life. You get high at work, Quentin, because you go on them poles.
Do you get high on
he gets
knife?
he gets physically high.
He physically gets high.
Physically, literally high.
Quentin says he can't remember what our guide's name was.
I know it was Roxanne. I don't remember what the funny.
Oh no, I've fallen.
Only 25 feet.
That's fine.
That's what, 5 shacks?
So I think some of my coworkers at work have been talking about. Did Shaq open a chicken restaurant?
I wouldn't be surprised. That guy is a lot of ventures.
Pies. Fingers in a lot of pies. I keep saying that today.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he did. I'm gonna Google.
I heard a story one time
There's sled dogs? Oh my God, Logan! How did you not talk about sled dog?
I did talk about the sled dogs. Did I?
Did
I?
not.
I
This
don't
is the
know.
first I'm hearing of sled dogs.
Confirmed. It's
well, we
called
s-
Big Chicken.
Well, we saw some sled dogs, and I got to hold a puppy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you definitely did mention that.
Maybe that one was just for Logan.
Okay.
So Shaq does have a chicken place, and there is one that opened up here in Houston. It's called Big Chicken.
Huh.
I heard a story once about Shaq. I don't know if it's true because it's one of those things where I heard it from a guy and did no research afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, it's such a Logan thing.
But I heard that the reason why Shaq has so many like ventures is because when he was starting out and he started making a bunch of money in basketball, that somebody like was like, "Oh yeah, but what are you gonna do? Spend it all, and you're not gonna like invest any of it. You're just gonna be poor after you retire."
Right.
So then he was like, "Screw you!" So he started like investing in all these like companies and stuff. That's why he's like in all of these like commercials, and he has all these like companies with his name on it,
Right.
which
Like
is,
the
which is
general.
smart.
I mean,
Yeah.
someone challenged him in the best way possible.
Or that like back pain cream. I forget what it's called. I don't think it's Bengay. I think it's something else.
Icy hot.
Yeah, Icy Hot. He's in the Icy Hot commercials. He's the
Are
new
you sure?
Papa
Right.
of
yeah.
Papa John fame.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
He is.
He's like he's like I don't know if he's like a board member, but he's a significant contributor to
He's
Papa
Stock
in
John's.
the
owner?
he's in the commercials.
Sorry,
He-
I don't know what commercials are, so I don't get those. I don't know what you're talking about.
You do on YouTube. Every time I go to your house, we watch a YouTube video, and I'm like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, but I don't watch YouTube except whenever you're here. So, yeah. Now, granted, Peacock has them, but I'm asleep whenever that's technically on. Oh, God. Logan's dirty words he put on the fucking thing.
Oh yeah, I put a bunch of them.
Yeah, you did. Quinn says the puppies were so cute. Did you take pictures of the puppies? Did anyone take pictures of the puppies?
Oh yeah, I have a picture of me and a puppy. Want me
We
to post
should
it out of context?
Yes. Why didn't you text that to me immediately? I'm shocked.
Bro, I had a lot going on that weekend. Okay.
Bro, really? You couldn't help out your bro? How dare you not send me cute puppy pictures?
Y'all know, bro.
You're not my bro anymore. You didn't send me
Don't,
puppies.
don't even say that. Don't
You
even. You take it back, bro.
No, bro. Clayton's having a fucking aneurysm right now. How many times he said the word bro?
He likes it.
He doesn't.
He
It's
doesn't.
his favorite thing. It's his favorite thing we say.
Sometimes the
All right, I
weird
posted a
angles you
picture
have to
of me.
fucking go.
All right, bro. I posted a picture of me and a puppy in context.
Oh my god, look at that face!
Yeah, it's a little sled dog pup.
Look at all the perfect black around his just his frontal face, and then it looks like he's got hair. You know?
Yeah.
And those ears.
That
His
field
big
behind
feet.
me in that picture.
Uh-huh.
They hooked up some sled dogs to an actual sled, and they ran around that course. It was awesome.
Big sled dogs or those puppies?
Yeah, adult
That
sled
are in-
dogs.
Oh. Are these in puppy trainings?
I think they breed their own sled dogs. They're not like there's not like a sled dog breed, you know?
Yeah. It's like
They, like,
probably
breed-
Malamute wolves and huskies and
Yeah, they like breed in the qualities from different breeds that they want in the sled dogs.
Yeah. Quinn's looking through
And
his
the-
photo album. Yes, if you have more puppy pictures, please post.
And these people were like actual like race winning like super serious sled dog people. There he is. There's the other one.
Going. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's licking. Look at that cute little tongue. I think, who's behind that? Deidre's
That's
glasses?
Deidre.
Yeah. It's such a cute puppy. Oh my god. Good thing I didn't go with y'all. Like, Clay, I'm bringing back a puppy. The fuck you are?
I don't think they'll let you take their dogs.
Joke's on you. I wasn't going to ask.
Well, I mean, you only get in trouble if you get caught, so.
Exactly. And in that case, I'll just blame you.
And then
That's what bros do.
I'll just yell, cheese it, and run.
Sergio
And then
says that Shaq does... Oh, sorry.
The guy will yell, Fordham House, as he chases us.
Is that from Simpsons?
No, that's from Futurama. Clayton gets it.
So you have to call him Booth
He
Babe,
does.
not Booth Daddy. Booth Babe.
Sorry, Booth Babe gets it.
Sergio says Shaq does have a good story about why his shoes are from Wally World. Even if Wally World sucks, his reasoning is good. I did not know this.
I bought a pair of shoes from Walmart, and I think they lasted about 8 days before the sole detached from the whatever they call that main part of the shoe.
Some quality work right there.
Just
I used
as a separate piece, just came off.
I used to buy my non-slip shoes from Walmart
Hmm.
because they were the cheapest.
Yep. These shoes were like $14, and like I was just like, I need a pair of shoes. I can just they don't have to be anything decent. I'm delivering pizzas. I'm not walking a whole lot. I'm driving most of the time, and they just fell apart.
It's like, well, you said
Seems
you
like that's not
didn't
even
need 'em
worth
to be very good.
$14.
Exactly. Yeah. That's like one of those lessons about like why being poor is so expensive, because you can't afford to buy shoes that will last very long. So you are constantly trapped in a cycle of buying cheap things that keep breaking.
Mm-hmm.
In a slightly similar note, but not exactly the same thing, I always spring for the more expensive toilet paper. And I always say because I'm worth it, but also it's like I hate cheap toilet paper.
Hmm.
Y'all know I
It's-
get shipped to my grandma's house good toilet paper anytime I fucking show up because I'm not using that Scotch sandpaper on my vagina.
Or
I
Angel
appreci-
Soft.
I will use Angel Soft. I have no problem with Angel Soft, but I am not using sandpaper on my vagina. I love it too
is-
much.
Is Scotch worse than Angel Soft?
Yes.
Oh,
Scotch
man.
is literally like it's there's no absorbency to it. There's no comfort to it. It's a fucking nightmare.
Scotch is a CVS receipt.
Oh my god. It doesn't even sound like it'll wipe. It just sounds like it'll smear.
It's not
It
good.
doesn't smear. It doesn't do anything. I don't
do anything.
understand it. And my grandma's like, I love Scotch. I've been using it for years. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? There's a reason that my hoo-ha was miserable for the later half of my teen years when I lived with you, because this is the toilet paper you gave me.
Grandma or Grammy, might I introduce you to my little friend, Charmin Ultra Strong?
No, I introduced her to fucking bidet.
Even better. You
Yeah.
know, I'm still running on a 24-pack of Charmin Ultra Strong I bought shortly before COVID.
I cannot believe that.
Yeah.
Did you know this is for there's no women in chat. Never mind.
Scott's is what you use when you need to buy one ply in bulk, is what Quentin says.
But
You're-
she
you're-
is not broke. That woman can
you're-
buy good toilet paper.
Your request has been answered. Meg is here.
Oh, well, ironically, now there's a female in here. Did you know that now they have cotton pads? Because I didn't know you could get cotton pads just from the Target. Because
Also,
I was gonna.
T is here.
Oh, hey T. I was gonna get some from like this specialty website I found. I was like, this is great, like completely cotton pads. This is fantastic because I hate pads. They make me like break out, and TMI for anyone. I'm actually some point probably gonna get periods again because I've removed myself from birth control. And again, if anyone wants to talk to me, I don't mind talking about these things. Don't think I'm embarrassed. I'm embracing my womanhood.
Ignorance question here.
Yes.
I thought all pads were cotton.
No.
They're mostly synthetic because it's so much cheaper.
Yeah, and that's not
I
comfortable
had no idea.
because, okay, Logan, I know you've gotten sweaty between your legs before. Like when we've done RTX.
Don't even get me started.
I was
to buy
expecting Logan to go, lady, you might know, but you do not know.
Listen, I need to buy special powder that actually you turned me on to.
Yeah, I love that shit.
That stuff's great. I love that stuff.
So imagine how sweaty you feel between your thighs. Now put that up in between the thighs. So now it's like in this inner area, right? I guess where a man's balls are.
I can
And
only
then-
imagine, literally.
And then add to it more fluid because you're on your period.
Ugh.
And then add synthetic material rubbing on a sensitive part, think your balls. Although the outside of your balls are kind of tough skin, so like what's a sensitive part of your body? Skin wise.
My heart.
This fucking guy.
Like
I can't.
like your lips, maybe your gums, like how your gums can be sensitive, like if you bite them or
okay.
something like that. Like,
Yeah.
like it's a very sensitive area because it's it's
I mean-
protected from the elements.
If we're just talking about like sensitive surfaces, like your armpit is, you can irritate an armpit real easy and it'll ruin your
Oh
day.
yeah.
It really does. So
Like
yeah.
I chafe in my armpits pretty easily as well.
So imagine all of that going on with synthetic plastic rubbing all your bits, and it's
Well, I don't think I've never
painful.
actually like touched a pad. I just looking at it assumed it was
Right.
cotton.
Yeah, if you don't know, you would assume like that looks a lot, because they even make it look like cotton. It is a it is a fluffy white material that is intended to give the appearance of cotton.
Yeah, I've never opened one up or messed with one before, so I did not know.
It's something that would be interesting to like. A woman would have to try this. Is like you guys are talking about your armpits. Putting one underneath your armpits, really like go out and do yard work, like really sweating that motherfucker, and have it rub as you're mowing the yard, and then see how your underside of your armpits feel.
We've given this sanitary napkin to an NFL quarterback.
Yes!
Now he's going to play an entire game.
We've given this sanitary feminine product to Gator Football Timothy Tebow.
God. T's correct. They are
That's the
very
only
crunchy
football player
sounding
I know.
too. Yes, absolutely. I've been very self-conscious before I just embraced like, hey, it's a natural thing. Get the fuck over it.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, it's yes.
Also,
I was like, okay,
a million years ago, he was talking about his shoes. We did not pick up on that comment.
Oh, any Walmart shoes I wore only last a month at best, while other guys would go like 4 months.
Mhm.
You may just have different shaped shoes, feet, so that you may wear them out. Like I
Is
wear
it
out
bad
the
that
heels
I thought
of
you were
feet.
gonna say? Is it bad I thought you were gonna say maybe you just have fucked up feet?
No,
They're
like
not
I
walk
walk on
them.
my heels, so I wear out the heels of my shoes ridiculously fast.
Right. And I walk on my toes and I pronate, so the outer edges of the front of my shoes wear out first.
What wears out in my shoes are the inside of the heel because I don't tie my shoes tight enough, so it rubs a lot.
Oh, it rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah. You also might supinate, which is when you walk on the inside edges of your feet.
Maybe I've never thought about it.
I went to a running shop in Jacksonville when I was considering getting more into just running as a fitness thing. And I was like, all right, if I'm going to do this, I should probably get some decent shoes, not wear these Walmart shoes.
Yeah.
And they were like analyzing my gait, and they were like, you pronate like crazy. You are like basically walking on your pinky toes. I was like, yeah, I know. I walk on the balls of my feet, and I imagine that I probably pronate quite a bit.
Oh, you know what? When I went and got my current pair of like walking/running shoes, I walked in and I was like, I need a pair of shoes. And he goes, what do you need? And I go, I don't know. So he said,
I need rubber on the bottom of my feet, so if I step on a needle, I don't die.
and he said, okay, what are you going to do in them? And I said, walk and probably exercise at some point. He went, okay, walk back and forth across the front of the store.
Yep.
And he
Where did you
he
go?
looked
I'm
at
shocked.
it's called it was a place in Gainesville. It was an actual like sports shoe store.
Oh, so kind of like what Clay went to, not like Foot
Yeah.
Locker at the mall.
No. It wasn't
Oh,
like
okay.
a
You can go to Champs.
it was like an actual like running shoe place.
Yeah.
And he probably did that. He just didn't tell me what he was doing. And then he was like, walk back and forth. And then he went, all right. And then he went and got a pair of shoes. And he goes, how do these feel? I went, they feel great.
He was watching your heel strike. He was watching whether you are knock-kneed or bow-legged, or if you walk on your toes, or anything like that.
Little
When I
did
was
you
a
know
kid,
that's his kink.
When I was a kid, I used to walk like my foot would turn in.
Oh yeah, pigeon toed.
Like my right foot would be straight and my left foot would turn in, but I wasn't pigeon toed. I was just doing that for some reason.
Oh really?
Yeah. Because I went and got like examined by a pediatrician or whatever a foot doctor's called. And,
Diatrist.
A podiatrist. And they were like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. He's just being weird.
Weird kid. Your mom's like, don't I know it?
She's like, you don't gotta tell me that. I already know. Try living with him.
What else is new?
He said his just fell apart. They never really wore out. They just fell apart.
Mhm.
I actually noticed in my boots that I wear every day to work that they're like low, like ankle boots. That was today. I noticed like the heel is starting to wear out. So I'm like, maybe I should just get some nice insoles because I do love these things.
You could get them rehealed. Like you could take them to a cobbler and just say, hey, can you put a hard synthetic heel on this that doesn't wear out as quick as the rubber does?
Well, I mean the inside of it.
Oh, I thought you meant like the heel that you land on the ground with.
No. The inside like of it is messed up. It's
Oh,
starting
okay.
to wear down, which I think would make me feel better, anyways. Like, oh, which reminds me, I don't think I ever told this. I went and got groceries one day because I curbside all our stuff, and in our bag randomly was Dr. Scholl's nice orthopedic
Insoles, yeah.
inserts,
Yep.
and I was like, oh yeah, oh fuck, it's for men. It's like a
Yep.
size 11. I was like, okay, well that works. Clay, look, we
trim
got
them
this
down.
shit for free.
Just cut the like edges off of them. That'll fit.
They have a size range and they only go down so far. These were like 10 to 13s. So if you cut them down, the toe and the heel would not be in the right places.
It would
Gotcha.
probably hurt me more than help me.
Yeah.
My mom's
So if you're
razzing me
trying
in the
to-
chat right now.
They're still not as good as the ones that I had before, but they're all right.
Hey, they were free.
They are, yeah, $0. They ain't bad for $0.
Before stream started, by the way, it started raining like pretty hard, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, this game is cursed.
But it stopped, and I still have power, as you can tell.
No, he's actually got the rabbits on a little wheel, and they're just
I saw
just
the rabbits
churning
again
out
today.
the power. You just need to put some food out, man. Make them rabbits your friends.
Listen,
Although,
I can only concentrate on the friendship of one animal at a time.
dude, you would never last in a house with me then, apparently, because I got so many more than that. My coworkers at work.
And that's not
are-
even counting her beast of a husband.
You're not a pet.
Yes, I know, but when I eat at the sink, you call me a beast.
Yeah, and then you're like, "Are you really upset about that?" I'm like, "No, it's less shit I have to clean. I'm perfectly fine with it. I don't care."
Eat a grilled
know.
cheese sandwich over the sink, drink milk out of the jug.
Over
That
the
means
sink.
one less
Ice
plate
cream
and
out of
one
the
less
pint.
cup for me. Who
Yeah.
bitches about this shit? Don't drink out of the carton. Who fucking cares? I don't want to have to wash the other goddamn cup.
See, when Clayton cooks macaroni noodles, he puts them in the strainer and then eats them out of the strainer.
Right, yeah.
Hard. He doesn't even boil them because that would make a pot dirty.
I used
Just
to, I
pour
used to
them
eat dry
straight
ramen.
from the box.
You did
Um,
not.
Yeah.
You're
guy that-
beast.
what?
The guy that I used to eat dry ramen as like crackers, and the guy that I worked with, Matt, he was like, there's like basically glue in that. holding it together right now. I was like, well, I don't know what it is, but it tastes good.
I
Well, it's
didn't know
either
about the
in my
glue.
mouth now or it's going to be in the soup that I make for the ramen. So,
Probably
I
not.
mean, I'm consuming it no matter what.
Probably not actually glue. It's probably just like a starch that you're not meant
Yes.
to eat that much of.
She rice cakes, at that point.
I love rice cakes, especially when they're covered in cheese powder.
I mean,
I like most things when they're covered in cheese powder.
the thing is, I can't eat a rice cake without making it unhealthy. If I'm
Yeah.
going to eat a rice cake, I'm going to need something on it. And then at that point, it's like, why the fuck am I even eating the rice cake?
Right.
I'm not eating the rice
I'm
cake because
pretending
it's
myself.
healthy.
Right.
I'm eating the rice cake because it's crunchy and tastes good.
Right.
Yes, I need something to make it say taste good to me.
That's the cheese powder.
Quentin says dude's going to be a droid soon. Keeps it in the cardboard box. It's probably vegetable glue. What is vegetable glue? Is that glue made of vegetables? Or
I would-
possibly, yeah.
I would assume so.
I don't know.
Some sort
I've
of.
never heard of such.
I mean, you can bind things together with sugar if you get
Oh
it
hell yeah!
tacky enough.
Well, you're watching the right channel if you want tacky.
Ha! We spend too much time together. We both did the stupid ha. Laugh at him.
I caught myself doing that the other day, by the way.
He has joined us.
I have noticed over the course of editing the podcast that I think Logan has picked up my tendency to smack my tongue before I start talking. Like I will go. So I was thinking, like I will click my tongue off of my teeth, and I don't think he used to do that.
I
But,
don't know that you do that.
I mean, I
I
edited it out of
am
the
now
podcast
going to
because
be
it's kinda
hyper
annoying.
conscious of myself doing that
Yeah.
from now on.
But I can't remember if you've always done it. I know that I do it because it's one of the weird little ticks that I do. But I think you might have picked it up from me.
I've never noticed you doing it or myself ever doing it, so
Mhm.
we're gonna have to go back in the archives to figure that out.
Yeah, read the.
we haven't
It's not
recording
in the,
ourselves.
For years.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's not in the final podcast, but it'll be in the raw.
We keep those.
Hmm.
Ah, there it is. A little bit.
Oh,
right
so
there.
I did some research. What's today? Wednesday?
I feel like when you say that, you should put some glasses on and like push them up your nose.
Right. Yeah.
I did some research.
Hold on. What's today?
Talk
Today's
like Dr.
Wednesday.
Frank.
Yeah.
Pretty
Well,
much if you need to hold food together with the glue, but it also needs to be eaten. Fine.
You didn't actually say any words, but I could clearly I knew exactly what you were doing.
Mm-hmm. So I was doing some research about the Asus ROG Ally, and apparently a unique feature of that hardware makes it exceptionally good for emulation.
Oh, snap.
Even to the point that it's actually pretty good at emulating PS3 games,
Like
Oh.
a Metal Gear game?
like a Metal Gear game. Because of what's called AVX 512, which
God.
is an unusual codec that the Ryzen chip just happens to handle really well, and apparently that codec is a very efficient way of emulating the cell processor of a PS3. So, because a lot of other architectures just kind of brute force it, and they're just like, this is way stronger than a PS3 ever was, so we're just going to muscle through this problem. But the Ryzen architecture, especially ones that are compatible with AVX 512, can achieve that hardware emulation without just, flooring it and brute forcing it.
Clayton said muscle through it, and the only thing I could think of was, you know who else is good at emulating PS3?
But yeah, so I think I'm going to try and get RPCS3 running on my Ally.
My mom!
There.
Thank
Oh,
you.
there. That does
Thank
exist, doesn't
you.
it?
I thought at first you had it queued up for your own joke.
No,
No, he's too busy cleaning.
it's a lot more satisfying when I cue somebody else up and they follow
Okay.
through.
Yeah, exactly.
He sets up, Quentin tees it off.
Right.
You know that satisfying feeling when you're constantly queuing me up and I always follow through?
Right, yeah.
Quentin says, you can't wait on us. It takes too long.
Right. Like if I were to say to Logan, now you queued up. Now you queued up. And then he goes, you are queued up now.
He's resisting temptation.
Yeah.
Listen to the woman, John.
Man, this game, whoever came up with this, like they knew what they were fucking doing. Like how fucking satisfying it is to do this and to look back and be like, yeah, look how pretty and
On
clean
top
it
of that,
is.
like there are several like itch satisfying games
Yeah.
that just don't do it right. Like they just can't get it.
They don't make it well.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they almost got it, but they don't got it. But this game, it got it.
That's what was so impressive about what was the donut one? The
Donut County.
no. The one that
um,
Shelby and I played, the puzzle game. Meg might remember.
Raining again.
What?
Oh, the donut like conveyor belt game.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm in my games right quick.
Sweet something?
Why is all of my games messed up?
Unfrosted?
Unfrosted.
Yeah. Or frosted.
Freshly frosted.
Freshly frosted. That's what it was. I was like, frosted is in there somewhere. I could not remember, couldn't put together the rest.
Yeah, that game, they did it. Yeah. Go ahead, what you were saying.
Who, me?
Who, me?
Clay, you were talking about that game what was the name of the game? And then you never got to finish the thought.
Yeah, but that's all I was saying. It's just that they did the final product, watching it come together, as like that fast forward button that you could do was really nice.
A lot of the
Yeah.
times, when you're doing like these like satisfaction, like it satisfying itch like game
Mhm.
like this is, it's a cash grab. So they're just like, oh well, we're gonna do it, but it's like you got to spend this much money and you got to keep spending money. Whereas this game's like you buy it once and then they keep getting deals
Yep.
with other like places to make more levels. Because like on the 26th of this month, they're coming out with the SpongeBob levels.
Oh, did they release the date?
Yeah, they had a
Yeah.
release date announcement. It's the 26th of this month. And then they're also working on Warhammer levels.
Wow.
Those Warhammer ones are going to be gross.
I know, it's going to be awesome.
I wonder if instead of dirt, they'll be like blood.
It's going to be
More like
blood
viscera?
and viscera. Yeah.
Like, Viscera Cleanup Detail also did it really good.
Yes.
They did. They really did. And yeah, Quentin says it's just going to be Viscera cleanup detail. Yeah, Quentin says you could say it's satisfactory.
You could say that. I think Shelby has her game audio turned down real low.
Mine's also pretty loud for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, maybe that's why.
My
why is
audio is
Logan's-
all the way up on OBS, but
in game you have it turned down.
maybe that's
That's probably what it is.
Mine in OBS is turned all the way up, and my audio is not. It's at like 75%.
That's fine. It's not a problem. I just noticed that Logan's audio was louder than Shelby's.
I turned up mine a little bit.
I had to turn my headphones down because it was super loud on my end.
Yeah, it just hisses in your ear for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Visser did a good job of making annoying fun too when you drop a bloody bucket. That was the most frustrating thing. It's just getting a room just right, and then somebody kicks over your bucket, and you're just like, well, back to square one.
Or
You know
or
what's also really
sometimes-
annoying? When your group of friends decides to utterly fucking destroy the office that you have in the game.
Hey, like 3 years later, we cleaned it up.
Did we? Did we ever
Yeah.
actually clean all of it up?
We did.
I don't think we did. I think we were like, we'll clean an room or something.
When we first did that, that was like forever ago. There was a big group of us, and we all just started tearing your shit up. And then like 3 years later, it probably wasn't 3 years. It's probably less than that. But like,
yeah. Quinn's right. It was one room. You did it to one fucking room.
but me, Quentin, Steve, and Brandon all cleaned up one of the really, really bad rooms.
But it was the main room. I didn't. Doesn't count. Still. I still owe me.
I guess we're gonna have to play Vista Clean Up the Tail again then, huh?
The basement. Don't look there. I heard you. Yes, I guess we are going to have to play.
I want to play the Halloween levels with you guys. That one's really fun.
Never done such. I can't play that game on my own. It's not as fun. This I can play on my own all day long. I just watch TV on one monitor and play this on the other. It's fantastic.
That's basically what I do with
It's too
Viscera.
much.
That's what I do with Viscera is I'll watch like YouTube on one screen and play Viscera on the other. But like, it's way more fun with friends.
Okay, missing. Okay, this. Oh, you're working on railing poles. Okay.
I just got like 3 things.
Yeah.
Bing, bing, bing. I noticed you were starting from the top, so I'm starting from the bottom.
Works. Works. Trying to find. Okay.
I believe
Oh, you're doing
what
railing
could be
poles
equated to the
exterior.
first floor is done.
Surface trims. Quinn says we just made it badder. The Shadow Warrior standalone game is fun after you play the Shadow Warrior game.
Yeah, I
What?
played the Viscera levels for Shadow Warrior 3, but I've never played Shadow Warrior 3.
Memory.
To be honest, I never even heard of Shadow Warrior until that level of Viscera.
It was a franchise that got popular around the time of like Postal and like
Serious
Redneck
Sam?
Rampage. Yeah, maybe about around there. There was a bunch of like stuff I think that might have been built on id Tech. And they were all kind of vaguely similar, really fast-paced, kind of frantic first-person games. But Shadow Warrior was like, you have this like awesome katana and you can shoot a gun.
Oops. Every time I go up these ladders wrong. Oh, how do? Okay. So do you want to talk about your ROG, or you want to wait on that?
I like it so far. Logan and I are gonna do like a variety stream. What is that? Friday?
Yep.
Yes.
Kind of showing what it does well, and then what's pretty good and what's not so good. But I'm happy with it so far.
What have you played so far or downloaded so far?
Today I was playing Forza Motorsport 7, and that runs really well. I've played Project Cars 2. That runs pretty well. And then other things like Pac-Man Champion or CEDX, just to see how fast and responsive the controls were. And then Katamari reroll to kind of test the sticks. So it's been pretty good so far. You bought a surfboard today.
Ooh, you learn how to surf?
Look at you.
I tried surfing once. I had 0 practice before I did it, and I couldn't even stay on the board.
Yeah, it's
I mean-
not nearly as easy as it looks.
No, it does not.
It is way more involved than the chill bros make it look like.
You gotta have
We,
some tight core, baby.
Me and my friends all took like a camping trip at like a KOA campground thing,
Uh-huh.
and we went to St. Augustine, and they had a surfboard from something. I don't know where they got it from. It wasn't
Okay.
from like a surf shop or anything. They like, got it from somebody.
Gotcha.
And they took it out there. None of us can get on that board, and there was this old guy who was watching us struggle.
Mhm.
And he's like, hey, y'all should try this giant surfboard I got.
Longboard. Yep.
Longboards are
And-
actually easier, yeah.
Longboards are a million times easier.
And we all tried to get, and I couldn't get it because I have really bad balance. But a lot of my friends who
'Cause
are
you were
like really
standing
good
with
at
your feet crooked.
yeah, probably. But a lot of my friends are like also like really big into like skateboarding and stuff. So they had
Mhm.
like
The coordination.
the or not like the coordination and like the muscle memory for like balancing on a board like that.
Oh yeah, I mean that's
So
critical.
they actually got up super easy on the big giant longboard.
It is deceptive how much your arms come into play when you are surfing.
But that guy was really cool. He was just some random old guy who saw us out there on this like cheesy little surfboard that my friend got from like some garage sale or something.
Yeah.
He was hoping to foster some surf in you guys, like interest.
Yeah, reinvigorate the hobby.
You know, in Rocket Power, Squid.
No, I don't remember that character in
Oh,
Rocket
well-
Power from 20 fucking years ago.
He was like the white boy who moved to town at the beginning of the show, and he wasn't
Oh.
super good at the sports and stuff, but they still palled around with him.
No, I don't remember.
What was
that at
their
all.
like their surfer guy uncle's name? Do you remember?
Uncle Tito.
Tito. That's who I was trying to think of. I was like, that's not. I don't remember a squid. I remember their like uncle. But I don't
He's
think
like the
squid.
chubby blonde-haired white
Oh,
kid.
You're so
Yeah,
right,
I
Sergio.
don't remember that at all. But I didn't watch a whole lot of Rocket Power.
Anyways, I was like that kid, except that kid could actually do it eventually, and I never could. I mean, they were like, we were like running around St. Augustine at night, and they were all skateboarding, and I was just like walking, trying to follow them. I'm like, "Oh, this sucks.
Right? Yeah.
I wish I had like a bike or something, but
Yeah.
I
I mean, that was me with my
barely-
friends. My friends had dirt bikes, and I had a bike.
Someone stole your poor dirt bike.
I mean, this was before the dirt bike got stolen. I just didn't have one yet.
Poor Clayton, as a child, gets one and then someone steals it.
Well, now I have the disposable income. Maybe I'll go buy a dirt bike.
I had a dirt bike when I was a kid. It was really fun.
Please.
My,
Okay. Shelby wants me to buy a motorcycle. Done deal.
we lived on 44 acres of like pine trees,
Yeah.
and my dad like got a tractor out there and dug out like a little track, and we got some dirt bikes, like little tiny dirt bikes, not like
Yeah. Little 80
full on,
cc's.
like-
Yeah.
not full on like motocross dirt bikes, but like I think they weren't even that. I think they were like 50 cc's.
Little Mario
Uh,
Karts.
Yeah, but they were so much fun.
Oh, they
There was
are.
one-
Yeah.
There was one day that I noticed, and this is going to make me sound really dumb, but it's
All
funny.
right.
I noticed that when I slowed down, like I was being pushed forward. Mom, I'm talking about stuff that happened like 20 years ago. Give me a break.
When you slowed down, you got pushed, like you rocked forward?
Yeah, like I got rocked forward.
Okay.
They were Honda 70s. Okay.
Gotcha.
And I also noticed that if I slammed it into a lower gear, it slowed down way faster.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I was like, surely if I don't fight this, like the rocking,
Uh-huh.
it's nothing bad'll happen. So I was going full hog, third gear,
No.
and then I slammed it into first gear, and I didn't push against the rocking, and I got fucking launched over the handlebars,
Good
landed
God.
on my head. Fortunately, I was wearing a full face, like, actual helmet.
Luckily, my head is enormous, and it took the brunt of the blow.
Because that was one of the requirements of us riding the dirt bikes, is we had to wear, like, the actual, like, full, like,
Yeah,
face covering
full mask.
helmets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And thank God I was wearing it, because I landed right on the top of my head.
Yeah. Dirt
I
bike
went-
crashes are never graceful. They're always
I went-
violent.
When I went flying over that handlebar because I was being stupid, didn't know what happened. Even though I should have. I should have known what was happening.
I ran my friend's four-wheeler up a curtain of vines because we were like just kind of racing through these little back pathways. And
Uh-huh.
he took a turn, and I was following him, but I didn't realize how tight he had turned. So I didn't slow down enough, and I ran wide, and there was just like this wall of vines, and the dirt bike just climbed up them like 6-8 feet in the air, and I fell off. And then this four-wheeler is just like slowly pitching back, about to fall back onto me, and I'm like scrambling to get out from under it. So
Meanwhile, the vines are going, what are those?
yeah, bent the steering rack on it. His dad was not happy, but he got it fixed. And that was the last time I got to ride any of their four-wheelers.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise
Weird.
me. Dad was like, fuck that. Don't ever let this kid in your stuff.
Right. When we get home, I'm stealing his dirt bike.
Yeah. He says, nothing bad will happen. The words that are always before something bad happens.
Yeah.
Hey, did I
Nothing
die?
can go wrong.
Oh no,
No, he
it's
just
all
suffered
wrong.
a debilitating concussion. Explains so much.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a concussion. Or
Not
maybe
that I
did.
remember.
don't know. I wish I knew what like the symptoms of a concussion were, or I'd be like, I didn't have a concussion. I just had symptoms.
Right. Yeah. I just vomited immediately.
And I smelled toast.
That's a stroke.
And I started talking like a YouTube poop.
And my left arm was
fucking hell.
aching.
It's also a stroke.
Whoa.
I would like to get
Hey,
there. you
wait.
go. Thank God.
Boggle! You're a loser! A loser!
I think I'd know if I had him. He just says Quentin. Oh, that's good. Good.
Duos. There's a great TikTok I saw where this kid's like, y'all be out here like my life a movie. Shit, my life a YouTube poop. And it cuts to a door. Suaus.
He says I did a stoppie
Uh-huh.
on my bike and nailed the
Oh.
family jewels off the center of the
Oh.
handlebar when I was younger.
Stoppie is a front wheelie or an endo. Where
Oh,
you
okay.
use the brakes to pitch up on the front wheel.
Hey, a stoppie is what I did too, except it kept going.
Just used
Except I didn't
engine-
intend to do it.
Yeah, you use the engine brake.
If I had like pushed like against the handlebars to keep myself in place, I wouldn't have
Yeah.
pitched like I did. It was purely because I was like, huh, what'll happen if I don't fight it?
Right. Uh-huh.
Turns out you get thrown off the bike about 2 feet.
Oh, yeah. I saw a video. I can't remember who made this, but I feel like it was a couple months ago. Apparently, so depending on your age, you might remember bicycles that you spun the pedals backwards as your brake.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have hand brakes. You just pushed like the opposite direction instead of pedaling
What were those
forward.
called?
There's a word for it. I have no idea what it's called. But
Because I
there's-
know exactly what you're talking about as
This
well.
whole-
Most
whole-
kid bikes.
Yeah, this
are
whole
like
video
that.
was about that and how those are not allowed to be made anymore.
They were
Really?
like really big with like hipsters, those kind of bikes.
Well,
They
they're
were,
not.
like,
they're
little-
not. They're not fixies.
Oh,
the fi-
Fixies is what I was thinking of.
Fixies have no brakes. You have to stop pedaling and like fight
Slow
the
down.
momentum. Yes, you have to fight the momentum. What I'm talking about is when you like counterspin the pedals, it engages a like a clutch that scrubs the axle to slow you down.
Isn't
Oh,
that
I was
exactly
thinking
how
of
most
Fixies.
children's bikes were? Because that's how I remember my kid's
That-
bike was.
uh-huh. I had a
didn't
Schwinn
have
that was
handle.
like that.
I didn't have handlebars until I got my high school. No, the bike. And then when I graduated college.
Like lever
No,
brakes.
sorry. When I graduated high school to go to college, that was the first time I had brakes on the handles.
Right. But apparently, that braking system is like not allowed to be used anymore. I don't know how accurate it was, but this whole video was about like how unsafe that system was by some regulation board.
Another case of government overreach.
He says I went perfect 90 and fell straight down on the bars. Ooh.
Oh God!
Yikes.
Quinn says those bikes were dumb.
I think Grandpa still has our bike in that shop. I still remember my red bike. I don't know if it was red because it was painted red or if it was red because it was covered in rust, but it was rust red.
I remembered I absolutely hurt the shit out of myself on one of my bicycles when I was a kid. Probably because, no, it wasn't because of the braking. It was because we lived in the middle of nowhere and there was gravel, like dirt and
Oh, yeah.
rocks on the
Uh-huh.
concreted roadway. And
Yeah.
so I was turning and I bit the fucking dust onto
Yep.
the concrete. And I think my mom thought I was dying because I
Low
was
side of it.
bleeding and I had hit my head. I just remember her like freaking the hell out about it. And I was like,
Moms
yeah,
just
I'm
don't
fine. I know what you're
understand.
talking about.
Moms just don't get it.
Oh, that's so freaking cool, Quentin.
We had dirt bikes too, but our grandpa bought them from a catalog book and built them himself.
Whoa, that rules.
That is very, very handy.
Back in the days where you could buy a house from Sears.
I saw something about there's a neighborhood in Texas, in a city in Texas, that's being completely made by 3D printing.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? I think
Is
they
it,
said like
is it
the,
those like cylindrical cement pourers?
yes, basically.
Yeah.
It's like
It is
this,
a-
it's a special compound called blah 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 blah
is
blah.
a
And it was like, I don't give a
solid-
fuck. What's this that?
Cement house. All of your walls are cement. All of your like, there's no studs. It's just cement walls.
There's a
So it's like you're in Quentin's favorite dream home of, but above ground.
Yeah.
There's
with
a
stylo.
there's a TikTok account that the guy just makes 3D models, but he puts Dwayne Johnson's face on stuff. Like he made the Rock Johnson Crocs, or
Croc Johnson.
Dwayne the Croc Johnson, yes. And I just now, when you said 3D printed houses, I'm just imagining like a house, but with Dwayne Johnson's face doing the rock eyebrow on the side of it.
Uh
Oh
huh.
God.
Rock the block.
They may have had F-18 parts of them. No, got to use what you got in the garage and the shop. I can give them a little extra.
Why does
boost.
my bike or why does my dirt bike have an MFD?
Why does my bike require so much gasoline? And why does it smell funny?
I've got tone.
I've lost what you guys are talking about.
Fuel,
It's-
rocket fuel, and
Yeah. MFDs are multifunction displays in fighter jet.
Oh, okay.
in any jet.
So I don't think I've talked about it on stream, but I've talked about it with Clay. I get claims all the time for people doing damage to their trucks because they'll put blue def, literally
Oh, yeah.
DEF,
Mhm.
into the fucking gas
Right.
where the gas lives. And I'm like, what the fuck is blue def? And who the fuck is the idiot that keeps doing it? It's not the same company. It's not the same person. It's just a thing. It's just a thing. Apparently, this latest one was like, it's at the gas station. So like, I guess there was a pump that gave both, and the fucker grabbed
That's
the wrong
crazy.
one.
That is
And I'm like,
crazy to me.
You didn't think to pay a little bit of attention? Like, hello.
I mean, they already make diesel
Put
pumps
the-
different sizes, so you can't fit. Well, you're not supposed to be able to. You're not supposed to be able to fit the nozzle of a diesel pump into a gas tank,
I didn't know
gasoline fuel. Yes, they are supposed to be like it's like a quarter of an inch or a half an inch too
Thank
big.
God. Thank God.
To specifically
Because
prevent
idiots
that.
out there.
That doesn't keep somebody from putting gasoline in a diesel tank because that one will fit super easy.
My dad, gas prices like way back in the day. Like I'm in elementary school at this point. Gas prices started going up, but diesel prices didn't start going up.
Oh
Right.
So
no.
my dad went, you know what? I'm buying a diesel truck because I'm not spending all this money on gas. And
Yeah.
then right after he bought that diesel truck, diesel prices started going way up.
There's no way. Like, there's no way that you're the only person that thought that. Like,
And,
I cracked the code.
He timed that very poorly.
Yeah.
It's a good
Diesels
truck
are also
though.
just a. God, it's such a pain.
It was
It's
a
an-
Chevy
it's an-
Silverado. It was a good
It's
truck.
an incredibly like robust and sturdy.
Those motherfuckers will go forever though.
That's what I mean. Like, they're not broken in until they hit 150,000 miles.
I see some of them that are like from the fucking 80s on these policies at work, and I'm like, what the hell is this Kenworth doing that it's still going?
Right.
My mom wants to buy one of those murder trucks.
Uh-huh. But just like the maintenance on them, they're so difficult, and like all the extra stuff you have to do. They're hard to start in cold weather, so they're not easy to own and operate in extreme climates.
If you don't know what you're doing, you need to have like a dedicated guy
Right. Uh-huh.
who will like help you with your truck.
And God help you if it's a like foreign diesel. Like if you drive a Mercedes diesel, it's like, oh,
First
this
off,
is a diesel.
how did you get it here, and how old is it to have passed all the regulations to be allowed here?
Like it's a diesel, but it's also a German. So like, oh, this is crazy.
Like, how much do you hate yourself?
A lot.
Apparently. Gwen says, I think our old neighbor's still using my dad's 1997 F-250.
Yep.
Yeah, they'll just fucking go, man. It's remarkable. And they usually hold up pretty well when they're in accidents because they're just fucking steel.
They're iron. Yeah. They're
They're-
Screaming metal
they're-
death
Ain't
traps.
no plastic bullshit.
Yeah, they have to be. There's such a violent combustion because the compression ratio in a gasoline engine is like my Eclipse is pretty high. It's 9.5 to 1, which is pretty high for a car. Most car like our Mazda, I would bet that's probably like 6.5 to 1. That's a very low compression ratio. Diesels are like 12 to 15 to 1 because they don't have spark plugs because they use the compression to ignite the fuel. So they have to be rock solid or they will blow themselves up.
We have this client who comes to our office and he has this big, loud diesel truck.
Mhm.
And he comes into our office and he lets it run. He just leaves
Yes.
it running out there.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
because it's less traumatic to the engine to just leave it going.
And
They are-
diesel trucks make this low rumbling, droning sound. And you guys know how I feel about low droning noises.
Right.
So like every time he shows up, I'm like, oh my god.
You're like, can I help you really quick, sir? Sir, what do you need? Uh-huh.
And
Yep.
what- but the thing
Next
is, he's
time
also
call.
like, I really like him. Like he's
Right.
a very personal. Like, if he wasn't my client, I'd probably be buddies with him.
Okay.
But it's like, God, every time he shows up, I'm just like, man, you got to get out of here. That truck, I'm literally being driven insane with your truck.
I'm gonna go out and beat the shit out of your truck, and then I'm gonna go to the hospital because that didn't work.
Quentin said, my dad thought about putting me on the insurance for the truck, but the price hike was not pretty. And he says, a guy totaled his car on the back of the truck. Our dad just wiped his paint off the hitch. It was all good.
Yep.
My mom used to have it was a Chevy Tahoe, I think.
Okay.
And it had a trailer hitch on it, and this person rolled up onto a speed bump at a stop sign.
Oh, okay.
And they rolled off of it, and the hitch of that Tahoe went right into their radiator.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I'm just like, why were they so close?
Weren't paying attention.
Right.
Story of my life.
Those were fun to try to talk over at the pharmacy. This big, beefy diesel engine just growling into the microphone.
Where did we went through a fast food drive-through a couple weeks ago probably, and the window was super high, and Clay was like having to reach up, and I was like, damn, this is made for them trucks that come through, not our tiny little squatty car.
Yeah, this
Was
is
it
a
Wendy's?
Texas window.
Yeah.
I feel like it was something that I wasn't expecting, like a Wendy's or something like that.
Possibly. I'm trying to think of what drive-thrus I've been to.
Yeah.
The pharmacy that I get my drugs from has a little sign that says, please turn off your engine.
Yeah.
Which
Oh,
is probably
really?
only for the diesel trucks, but like, I don't know. I have a hard time hearing them from that thing too. So
Right.
Oh,
yeah, that's
yeah.
not gonna work.
Yeah, no, now I'm fixing to have to start getting on that thing. I'm just going sick.
It's rare I see the drive-thru operator at a drive-thru when I'm in the Z
Yeah, exactly.
on the ground.
It's like, here, let me park, like, before I get to the window so I can
Yeah.
walk up to the window so that I can actually interact with you.
We got to get that Roadster Z so you can pop the top and say, oh, there you are.
Hello.
All the way up there.
Jack in the box out of it.
Right.
That's a different fast food restaurant, Logan.
There was somebody on the cruise. I don't want to name names because I'm going to be disparaging them a little bit.
Mhm.
Who
It
was like,
Ryan, the
it was Ryan, yeah, the room cleaning guy, who
Yeah.
was like obsessed with having Jack in the Box. I'm like, y'all, we are in Alaska. Why are you obsessed with getting Jack in the Box?
was it
And they were,
their first time? Had they never had it, or were they excited to have it
no,
again?
they have had it before and they were excited to have it again. And I'm just like,
Well-
can't we get Jack in the Box in Orlando? Why are we like obsessing over Jack in the Box right now?
Yeah.
It's not good.
They're a dime
And-
a dozen here, and I've just never been to one.
And Old Spaghetti Factory also. And it's just like, who cares? I
It's
wanted to
Old
try something
Spaghetti
new.
Factory.
I can somewhat get excited for Old Spaghetti Factory only because I've never been to one. So I would share that excitement one time, just
Right.
for the novelty of it. For something
But there
going
is
to a place called-
100% an Old Spaghetti Factory in Orlando. So it's
Oh,
like,
okay.
what?
Then
Like, we are in Seattle right now. Why are we doing this?
right.
Needless to say, I didn't go to either one of those restaurants because
I mean, it's kind of like when you come here, we go to Rudy's, we go to Torchy's, we go to. You know,
Yeah, but even last time
pizza
Logan was
places.
here, he was like, yeah, I mean, we can, but like, I want to go somewhere different.
Right, exactly. Go a place that you have never been, and it's just a fun opportunity to go for the first time, or go to a place you can't go because it's only here.
Logan's floating in the air.
Yeah.
you're also floating. Well, you were when you were standing over there. Are you ready to move this?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I'll stay on it. Let's see what happens.
It won't let me pick it up while you're standing on it.
I won't stand on it. Get closer. Get closer. I've never heard of the Spaghetti Factory. I don't know what you're talking about.
There we go.
He says I had to get out of the car to order at Sonic's. I couldn't pull forward over the curb.
Ah, that's funny. I ripped my bumper off on a Wendy's park stop one time.
So my aunt and grandma are having a girls' weekend in Orlando, and so I called them on my way home, checking in on them. And first off, my grandmother told her, I was like, "You're being like a fucking 12-year-old child," because I called her and she was like, "I was like, hey," and she's like, "Hey, hello, hello, hello," and I'm like, "Hi." I was just calling to chat and see how you were doing. Were y'all having fun? Well, Mimi's sleeping in the other room. Oh, it gets good. And I signed into the Wi-Fi when we first got here, and now I can't get the Wi-Fi to work, so I can't play my games. And I'm hungry because the only thing I've had all day is a pretzel dog, but I can't go wake up your aunt. And I'm like, and I literally said, Grammy, you are being like a fucking 12-year-old child. I need you to calm the hell down.
I am
Hey,
so
listen.
glad I decided not to go with you.
She's
Listen,
not
she's
be
been
there.
through a lot.
Oh.
She deserves a little bit of grumpy time.
She's just like kind of reverted a little bit, not gonna lie. And it's kind of adorable in some ways because it gives me great things to make fun of her. But boy, does she, you better not mess with her games. I'm not kidding you. I had
Gotta
to
do her
tell
dailies,
her.
apparently.
I had to tell her, you have 5 more minutes. You need to get I'm taking your tablet away. I was like having a fucking child whenever I was there last. And I was like, we have to go. You have a doctor's appointment. Oh, it was
Jesus.
great.
Activate the screen time control on her iPad.
Oh, I'll move now. Oh, I hate that. Amy says there's one in Tampa, and there's one in Ybor City in Tampa?
You should go back.
No, it's this little numbers game or her farm. She has like this farming game.
I gotta get to bronze in Street Fighter 6.
I mean, I'm happy she's at least doing something to keep her brain active.
Yeah.
Well, in the farm and the number game, not the farming game. That doesn't do shit for.
Listen, in the World Tour mode in Street Fighter 6, I made Frankie from One Piece, and I need to be bronze.
Man, we may have to get closer on that middle piece.
Yeah. I'm just trying to... This outer lip here that I'm spraying right now,
Yeah.
we need to like be out a little bit so we can actually see it, because if you get too far in, we can't see it. And we also can't get it from the top because of the way it's angled.
Yeah, you can't.
Oh boy, it's
I
coming down out
think
there.
it might be Farmville. I can't remember. I get advertisements for it sometimes when I was playing Candy Crush, but I don't have time to play Candy Crush, and I got a fucking job. It sucks. Say, I'm the 12-year-old now. So I can't remember what it was though, but something like that.
Can't relate. Love my job.
You only say that because your boss is here,
Shh.
and because you get Fridays off.
Shh, 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 shh. Bing.
Ba-da-bung, ba-da-bing, ba-da-bung.
Bring ha.
All right, just move it because we gotta get. We'll get much
And
faster
just
results.
a little bit I can get here. All right.
Not even at all.
Yeah, it's way too far up there.
Yeah.
Is that good? No, a little bit closer.
So, sorry, I kind of got distracted by making fun of my grandma. So they were talking about, and then my aunt wakes up, and I was like, oh, thank God, the 12-year-old needed you to go feed her. And my aunt was like, oh, God. And so they were trying to figure out where they wanted to go to dinner, and they were like, oh, we'll go to TGI Fridays. I'm like, the fuck you will? Since you're in Orlando, go to some restaurant that's, only in Orlando. Like, enjoy it. And they're like, oh, no, but we don't understand. We can't get a good TGI Fridays back home anymore. And I'm like, oh, my God.
Good TGI Fridays?
Apparently, there's literally one TGI Fridays left in Jacksonville, and it's bad. There's just one. I don't know what's happened, but all the rest of them are gone, apparently. Now, granted, that could also be just one in their world, like where areas they go. There could
Right.
absolutely be ones in places that they don't go in Jacksonville. And I wouldn't let up. And it was like, oh, well, we could go to Hot Pot. Well, how does that work? Well, you go and you get the items and you take it back to your table. No, we're not doing that. And it was like, I'm tired and I'm not going to have to go back and forth to give your grandma food because she can't go back. I was like, no, nope, that is not a do with Grammy thing. Next option. They ended up going to Maggiano's. I'm like, come on, guys. You're killing me with this.
Fine. Huge
What's
portions.
Maggiano's?
It's Italian.
Italian.
I like Italian. Mom says, yeah, now he wants Monday off too. It's a federal holiday. What do you want from me? We close on
let's,
other federal
Juneteenth
holidays.
is actually Clay. Do you have Monday off?
Let's go ahead and clarify. He wants every day off.
That's true. You are not wrong about that. But
It's not just Monday. It ain't just Friday. It's every day.
all I'm saying is we close on other federal holidays.
I actually don't know if I have Monday off.
And we closed for
I
that
got an
federal
email
holiday
about it
last
today,
year.
so maybe we do.
Oh, you may
Also,
have Monday off. That'd be nice.
A very wise woman taught me at a very young age, you don't get unless you ask.
He's sucking up really well too.
A very smart, wise, beautiful, strong woman taught me that.
You know what else she taught me? It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
No, she actually tried to teach me the opposite of that.
She tried. Didn't stick.
She certainly did try, yes. I learned that on my own.
You learned that from watching TV.
I learned that by doing.
That middle is just being an absolute bitch.
Yeah, I think we need to like get this right up against it to get that.
Probably.
But we need to get this outside layer too.
Yeah, we only got a couple more pieces of that. I will say this. I am excited I'll be back in Florida. Because I'm going to go to a Publix. Just want a Publix sandwich.
I'm going to Publix tomorrow.
Pick up groceries.
Yup.
Yeah, I might get some cookies. To be honest with y'all, I'm kind of getting turned off on their sprinkle cookies.
I got you so good last time with those sprinkle cookies.
Man, I just was like, oh, I forgot to tell Logan it's not a big deal. And then there were cookies, and I was like, oh, that's so sweet you thought about me.
I put the cookies like on the very top of my backpack, and when I got in the car, I put my backpack in the back seat with Shelby, and then I was like, oh, Shelby, will you put this in my backpack right there in that like top zipper right there? And she opened my backpack. It was like.
Food, man. Food is my happy place. Just realized there's an edge. I hope we've been getting the outer edge this whole time.
I've been getting it,
Oh, good.
but I haven't looked at the ones that you had already cleaned before I started doing all these, so there might be some that need to be redone. In fact, I'll run around and check real quick. Yeah, this edge needs to be done. Okay, so yeah, it's just the next one that's still dirty, and then the one after that needs to be done as well. Mom says, don't send your rain down here. She already did, Mom. It's here. It's raining right now.
Didn't send it down. Send it over.
Nope. Bad. Good.
So speaking of rain, I left the house this morning and I was like a little bit early, which is perfect because I just like, all right, yeah, I'm going to get in. I'm going to have plenty of time to work out. I left like 6-ish from the
I'll be
house.
turning into a real gym rat.
I am. I
That's why
really
you see him
am.
grow so much.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Consequently, tonight's stream brought to you by Muscle Milk.
So it was dead on the roads. And I'm like, normally like, you know, the day before I left the house like 6:10. So like we're talking a 10-minute difference. I left the house 10 minutes early. And it was 6 o'clock. There was no one on the fucking roads. And it was like for the first road that I go down, which is usually pretty populated, there was no one. And I was like, did something happen and no one fucking told me? Is there a hurricane? Is there a storm watch? Are we under like a terrorist watch? Like, who the fuck knows when it comes to Houston when shit's gone down? And finally I got to another road. It was a highway. And I was like, oh, good, there's people. I was a little worried. And I got to work. There was no one there. Like, even after, because I got into the gym early, so I got my routine done early and then got dressed early. So I got into the office like 10 minutes earlier. And I was like, okay, well,
You had
that's
plenty
great.
of time to
because-
stand in front of the mirror and flex.
No, actually, ironically, probably why I actually got into the office so much earlier is because I actually moved very slow because it was a very hard workout. So I showered and I was just like, I'm going to stand in the hot water for a little bit because I hurt.
Oh shit!
What?
I think one of those dead trees in my backyard just fell over.
Go look.
The bunnies.
Let me make sure that it didn't destroy my kennel. Give me 1
Yeah,
second.
go look. So, actually, the funny thing is I forgot my hairbrush in the car this morning, so I couldn't brush my wet hair. So I just put it up in a bun, and I was like, I guess I'm not blow drying it or styling it today. It's just what it is. But when I got into the actual office, there was no one there, and so I went up to my coworker and was like, did I miss something? Because there was no one on the roads barely, and then there was no one, and there's no one in the office. Like, did something happen news-wise? Because I don't watch the news because I find it depressing. And she's like, nah, I don't know what it is, but just everyone's running late this morning. Worked for me. I was running early for once. Can I push him off?
I know you can push people back because he does it to you all the time.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's because he's on this ledge, I can't get to him. This kid's
Holy
moving.
shit, dude!
What?
Oh my god! I just had the shit scared out of me.
What
First of all,
happened?
it's raining really fucking hard outside right now.
Okay.
And a part of the tree did fall when I was like, oh my God, what was that? I went out there just now and another fucking part of it fell right when I turned the light down. It went boom right on the ground. Like, oh, fuck.
God. It scared the
My
shit out
kennel
of
is
you.
my kennel is not destroyed, thank God.
Yet.
It fell along the tree line, so
Okay, that's good.
I was worried about that tree too, because it's like right on it's like within dropping distance of the house.
Is it now the top part of it gone?
Oh my God. Yes. Yeah, the
So-
top part is on the ground.
So you didn't have to
That's-
pay for anyone to take it out, and it took itself out.
I
Yep,
wonder if
and
your Starlink connection would be any better.
You know, if it was in its an original spot, probably. Oh my God, that scared me so fucking bad. I was not expecting a boom, 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 boom to come down. It was like right when I turned the light on out there too. So I'm like, oh my God, I need to start recording my life. I swear to God, things just happen to me all the time.
Elevation assembly bearings. That's the blue things. Okay. The poor
Where did you
bunnies.
get like a body camera?
Those bunnies, nah, they are in their hole in the ground.
They're in a burrow. Yeah.
They are
have-
I think-
happy.
I think those bunnies belonged to somebody, and they escaped.
Could
Because
have.
those bunnies, there's 3 bunnies. There's the 2 albino bunnies and there's like tan bunnies, and they're big and they're fat and they're like they're fluffy. And then the other day I saw some actual rabbits, and they were like scrawny wild rabbits, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh yeah, these bunnies belonged to some kid that they got out. Oh, my power just flicked. Oh no.
Oh no.
I mean, I'm still up.
We got
Still
10
up, but
minutes.
I don't know for how long.
I'm not sure how to get some of these parts. They're a real bitch. Oh, okay.
My God, it is coming down out there. I'm glad that tree came down.
Yeah. It's taking care of itself before hurricane season.
When my lawn guy comes, he'll arrange it out of the way.
That's right,
What is
there's
left?
plastic
I
here.
can't even tell what's left.
Go to escape.
Hatch. Is this a
This
hatch?
fucking ball bearing thing.
The hatch
Oh,
looks
wait,
like
I'm
it's
using-
done. probably one small speck that needs to be done on the hatch. Hatch
Okay.
frame.
All right, you're gonna start there. I'm gonna start at the bottom. Control room, corrugated walls. Okay, this is flashing.
There we go. Hatch frame done.
Mom says power out.
Instrument-
I didn't notice.
Power went out for like a split second. It's fine. Instrument tower top trim. What's an instrument tower? This is an instrument tower. Instrument tower top trim. That'd be this. Damn it.
Oh, that's what it is. It's up there. Can I get on top of this car? Yes, I can.
But Jed actually broke in a very like convenient way because the top part broke off first and then the middle part broke off.
Which works. Yeah, you're right. Perfectly.
So that all of it dropped with it out of the distance of the kennel. I heard stuff hit the kennel. Like I heard that it like bounce off the chain link, you know? But when I looked there was no damage, so pedestal door frame and pedestal door handle.
Chain link, is that like the teenage, edgy goth version of Legend of Zelda?
Oh yeah. He's got like the Kingdom Hearts zippers and belts and stuff.
Right. Chain link is into some kinky stuff.
Zelda would rather be a dragon than deal with him.
Oh, we don't link shame around here.
Frame, huh? Oh, by the way, about Zelda being a dragon,
Okay.
Patsy said that there was something else we were supposed to do after that.
So we missed something.
Neat.
We missed something. So I found where it was, and I got us set up to do it for stream tomorrow.
Okay.
Railing holes and reflector surface trim ring.
Yeah, I'm on the reflector underside trim ring right now.
I'll look for the railing pole. Oh.
I thought there was a button you could press that would make the actual dirty spots flash.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's
sometimes
tabbed.
they're really small.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I could tab this all day and I'm not gonna see it.
Gotcha.
It's too small.
Does it
Two
glow
railing
through other
holes.
options?
No, if
Like
it's blocked by something, you won't see it.
Okay.
I think it might just be this piece of trim. You just got that railing pole. Oh, no, there's three things.
Reflector surface rim trim ring. Will that be on the top? Trim ring.
Oh, thank God. Got that. So the reflector underside trim.
Trim ring.
Reflector underside trim. Okay, got it. Which one of these is it, though?
Here we go.
That one.
This is the trim ring, so as soon as I find where dirt is. Oh my god, it is coming down out there.
It's this game, man. It jinxes us.
Reflector underside trim.
Yeah, I found it. It's up here. So it is.
All right.
Look at us. I love it.
What's
So
better than this?
satisfying.
Guys being dudes.
Dudes being bros. Beautiful.
Bye bye.
Right. And there's also the solar station. That's the next one.
And that's the last level before SpongeBob.
Oh, that works perfect. The solar station. Oh, we can even do solar panels. Oh, start on solar panels. You know about these solar panels, huh, Amy? My coworker the other day was like, "Y'all be careful. The heat index is going to be 105 for the next 2 days." And I was like, "Fuck, we're going to start losing power because that Texas grid can't handle it." Hasn't started happening yet, but I imagine it will start happening soon now. We just had them cleaned. How often do you have to get them cleaned, Amy?
Probably once a year, I'd guess.
I mean,
Has she had them already a year?
the cleaner they stay, the more efficient they are, because if they get pollen and bird poop or just debris on them, that's blocking the sun that gets into the sensor.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's just that's a
And
cost I didn't think about. Once a year, Amy says.
and then also just because they are just battered by UV all day. That's the whole point, is for them to be as exposed to light as possible, so they just get eaten by UV rays. The surface of them is supposed to stand up to it, but there's nothing you can do. It will wear down, and as the lens gets hazy, less light gets through. So you can do it's basically like a headlight polish. You try to keep it as clear as possible.
Amy says $450. And are you seeing an actual improvement on your electric bill? Like, for real? Oh, God. I see what you're doing there, Logan. Of course.
Well, I'm cleaning the borders.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. That's what he's doing.
I'm not writing rude words on anything.
That's so out of character for you. Oops.
Can't wait to see Shelby go in the back and pressure wash Logan's butt cheeks.
No. Definitely not doing that one, no.
Gotta take me out to dinner before you do that.
Definitely not doing that one. Last month was $85 and $40 was fees the power company charges. Jesus. Y'all use your electricity, right? Like y'all ain't conserving. Y'all hit that AC.
If my dad has anything to do with it, well, they'll never use the AC again.
Why?
Because he's like, it's like 85 degrees, and he's like, oh, it's cold.
Yeah. That's something about older people. I'm fucking dying, sweating, and my grandma's like, I need the electric blanket. And I'm like, I swear to God, woman, don't you come near me with that damn thing.
I remember before my grandfather passed away, he was like inside the house, and it was like chilly outside, but like shorts and a hoodie chilly, not like bundled up.
It's mildly uncomfortable chilly.
So I walked inside and I had my hoodie on, and it was like a sauna inside. It was so hot, and I went.
The floorboards are warping.
And I'm like, man, it's hot in here. And then my grandpa just goes, now take your hoodie off. I'm like, it's not gonna make a difference, dog.
They get very territorial. I'll say that. My grandma's like, no, I'm not changing it. I'm like, you can put more clothes on or a blanket on. We cannot remove any more. I'm already in shorts and a tank top or shorts and a sports bra, and I'm still sweating. For the love of God, we have to put the AC on.
Let me tell you about this pad, Grandma.
Personally, I think people who are hot take precedent over people who are cold.
Right.
I agree.
Because it's like you can only take so many clothes off before you're not allowed to be in the room with anybody anymore.
Yeah, I 100% understand and agree. Yeah. Like I said, you can always put more clothes on.
When I used to work at the pizza place, my boss loved when I would prep the cheese, because what you have to do is the cheese comes in these huge boxes, and after it sits for too long, it just becomes a block of cheese. It's no longer cheese pellets. It is just a solid block. So what you
Say
got to
it.
do
Say
is...
it. Say it.
What?
What did you do to the cheese?
I don't want to say it.
Say it.
I fluffed the cheese.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say cut the cheese.
Oh, no. It's called fluffing the cheese. So you open the box, take out the bag, kind of like, it's like fluffing a pillow, basically. You kind of rock and rattle it around, and you put it back in upside down of what it was before. And everybody else that he would ask to do it would do like one rack or maybe two. I did the whole wall. He was like, I love telling Clayton to go prep the cheese because he just stays in there for like an hour and a half and does the whole wall. I was like, I love it in there, dude. It is
Because it's nice and
0%
cold.
humidity and 14 degrees.
And 100% cheese.
So what you're saying is you were his favorite official fluffer.
Yes.
How much of that cheese did you snack on while you were fluffing it?
No, I didn't do that.
Aw.
I got my payment other ways. I would make chicken strips for breakfast.
And by breakfast, you mean at noon?
No, when I would open the store at like
Oh, okay.
10ish or whatever it was.
I didn't know.
Strip
Who
poker,
did you-
anyone?
Who did you deliver for?
Papa John's.
Oh, okay. I didn't know Papa John's did chicken tenders.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this is also back in the day. I don't know.
Did
if
you ever meet
still do?
Shaquille?
Did not. Got robbed at gunpoint though, so that was pretty cool.
Multiple
fun.
times.
Yeah.
So yeah, you stopped doing that job pretty quick.
Yeah.
When I worked at Subway, we had like a whole like thing we were supposed to be aware of just in case we got robbed at gunpoint.
Okay.
And our manager, he was like the franchise owner and the manager and the boss and all that. He was all authority figures at once.
okay.
Bill,
Always a
he
great
would be like,
time.
he was like, your life is not worth any amount of money, so if they ask for money, just give it to them. But I'm pretty sure he would prefer us die if anybody.
Oh, for sure.
To stop
They
his money
say
getting
that,
taken.
but they fucking want their money more than your life. They don't give a shit. Because
man
they've
was a-
cleared themselves of liability by telling you this.
My
That
My
man was a
manager-
very greedy man.
my manager told me a story once of a manager that he was training when the store got robbed, and the other guy was, he's not like a D-bag or anything like that. He's just kind of like
Ugly?
like cynical. Like he doesn't believe what you say. He's always gonna say like, yeah, prove it. So this guy,
Oh no! He
So like
thought
how
robbery was
Logan
fake.
likes to mess around.
So this guy comes in with a gun and says, "Give me all the cash in the register." And he goes, "Or what? You gonna shoot me with your toy gun?" And the
Oh
guy
God.
lights up the ceiling and just like dumps the entire magazine into the ceiling. And he said his eyes went to the size of golf balls.
Called your
Just-
bluff, bitch.
His entire world shattered. He was like, "Oh no, I was wrong at the worst moment."
Yeah, but to be fair, he probably wasn't going to shoot him.
Yes, it's clear that dumping.
When he
into
ran
the
out of
ceiling-
bullets.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, sir,
Uh,
do you mind? Hold on, I need to remember. How many to count those in my mind? Give me one moment to see how many got left in the chamber
I
there.
only heard 8 rounds. That means you've got 3 left.
All right, Dirty Harry.
Can you kill me in 3 or not? If not,
You have to ask
I think
yourself.
I'll keep the money.
You feeling lucky? Well, do ya? Punk?
You gotta ask yourself, is that a toy gun?
When it says if you die, that means they don't have to pay anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't have to pay any settlement because they're like, we legally told them not to do this.
Right.
If you die, you don't got to go into work tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
He makes a valid point. Jesus, I hope he had an extra mag.
Right.
It's Jacksonville. He could only afford the first.
You know
That's
how
the reason
at,
he needed that cash.
you know how at Publix the road like goes right in front of the store, and like
Yes.
people cross the road and like it's very poor design if you ask me.
Yes.
But like
'cause you're parking in full speed traffic.
but like the front of the road like goes past the front of the store, so people who are like trying to go park are driving in front of the store, and then their customers like coming in and out of the store.
Yeah.
I would like when I was going into work at Publix, I wouldn't look, I would just walk.
Oh, God.
And I was literally like, if I get hit, I don't have to go to work. Like, that is no joke, the
Yeah.
mentality I was having about Publix.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've had those intrusive thoughts when I was working at my old employer.
But it was every
That's
time. It was
why I
every
quit.
time I would go to work, I would just cross that street without looking. I'm like, come on. Ah, not today.
Gotta go into work, son of a bitch.
Standing in the middle of the road. What are you waiting for?
I'm here for the taking.
And
Do it.
kill me.
I knew that was
I heard
the next one coming.
I heard this one kid, when Pokemon Go came out, a kid got hit
Oh, right.
who was coming into work. And my thought was, why couldn't it have been me?
It should have been me.
Is it still storming?
Hang on. I mean,
Remove
yeah,
your headphones.
it's dripping out there. I'm so
But
curious about what
not
the damage
pouring.
is. And by the damage, I mean the tree, not to my fence.
Right.
I didn't see any chunks missing from the fence, but when it crashed down, I heard something hit the chain link.
It may have just been
So-
also
It's
like
just
the little
debris.
branches may have hit it, not the
Yeah.
actual big stuff.
Right.
Clinton gets 3
So-
days off if that happens unpaid. If I'm just waiting to get into an accident in my work. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what work comp rules are in Florida. All right, once we finish the solar panels, let's wrap it for the night. We actually don't get a lot of Florida stuff.
Do it,
Most
I'm
of our
here.
stuff is Texas, Colorado. Where the oil be? Now we gotta go the
Gotta
extra
go extra
long,
long. Yeah,
to make
exactly.
up for last week. Yeah.
Gotta pay the bill.
We
I-
got to do a 3-hour stream to make
Uh-huh.
up for the hour and a half we missed last week.
Well, if we had been able to do it last week and then done it again this week, then we would have been all caught up and ready for the fucking SpongeBob DLC. But no,
Yeah, and you guys could have been playing
Margaret.
Barista Simulator instead.
Uh-huh.
I know. I'm not worried. I'm gonna play that again, and I'll when it happens, it happens. I'll just wait for a sale anyway, so I can buy it when it's on sale.
Nothing's going to beat the timing of Cyberpunk, though.
Man, it's genius. Sometimes I just know.
I was like, I'm going to get this right now. And you
Just
were
hear
like, no,
a
no, no.
There's seagulls in the middle of the fucking desert. Did you hear a bird? I just heard a bird.
The vulture.
Maybe it's a crow. Crows imitate other birds.
Y'all have a thing for crows, man. I can't believe y'all are all about them crows.
Can't win
Well, I
all
hope-
the time.
I hope there weren't any nests in that tree when it fell. Hope none of your crows that you were wanting to tame lived in there. What do you mean by y'all? I mean these two. These little weirdos want to. Oh God!
Yeah.
Cleaning his butthole.
You must be ticklish.
Gross. They want to.
It was a butthole. It was butt cheeks.
Oh, okay. Logan wants to train crows to bring him shiny things to steal from people.
You are inferring a lot of what I said.
Yeah, but it's funnier that way.
Appreciate the proper use of infer.
What's the improper way to use infer?
People confuse infer and imply.
I couldn't define infer if you asked me to, but I feel like I can use it
Heard
properly.
it again.
It's push and pull. So when you imply something, you are pushing something as the explanation. When you infer it, you are pulling definitions that are not there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's here, but I see no fucking bird.
It might just be ambient noise. I don't
Yeah,
think there's
it's
any
part of
animals
the
in the
soundtrack.
game.
I feel like it should just be sitting on like rocks back here, staring at us while we go. Like that would be perfect. Oh. Yeah, I said after solar panels. All right, Clay, you want to wrap us up while we finish? While we keep spraying?
Well, actually, Shelby, if you'll follow me over
Okay.
here.
What else did he carve in?
I haven't done anything. This is not something I've done.
Holy God.
I don't believe him. What?
What he's about to show you.
How
This
do
is
you
all solar
see
panel
it?
too.
Oh, is it? It is.
I saw it while we were over there. I looked over here and it said solar canopy, and I'm like, oh,
Solar canopy?
ew.
Put that next to Logan's butthole.
But cheeks.
I mean, butt cheeks, butthole next to each other.
Yeah, but they're not the same.
They go next to where the pee is, which
No,
is stored
pee's-
in the balls. In case anyone's
I was
curious.
about to say that. You beat me to it.
I hang out with you guys way too fucking much.
Clayton's like, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, again. Just Logan. Just Logan. Oh, they're
I eat
individual. though.
food over the sink and drink milk out of the jug, but I have some standards.
Mm.
I just,
have
I,
some-
I'm picturing in my
Kurt.
head a scene. I'm picturing in my head a scene where Shelby is implying that you do something that pretty much I only do. And then it pans over to you, and you're like drinking milk out of the jug. It's dripping off your face into the sink while you have like a frozen corn dog. You're like, Shelby, please, I have standards.
It's pretty good. And accurate.
Yeah.
It doesn't. The bird is the wrong sounding bird for here because it sounds like a bird I'd hear at the beach. It doesn't sound like a bird I'd hear in the desert.
Hold on, I'm listening for the bird.
It was definitely quieter where we're standing now too.
Still curious about what that tree looks like out there.
Are you gonna
It's
go out
kinda
tonight
dark.
with the flashlight,
No.
or are you gonna wait?
No, I'm gonna wait till the morning. I basically had enough light to see that my fence wasn't damaged or my kennel wasn't damaged. Scared the shit out of me though. I had the shit scared out of me, and I'm like, I can't wait to go in and tell them what just happened.
I'm so excited. Where is the little bit I'm missing? There we go. Did you hear it that time?
No.
Your audio rotation is probably on a different. It's not. It's not shared,
Oh.
It's not server side,
right?
client side. The main reason why I know what the difference between server and client is because of Minecraft.
Oh,
Oh, I was
okay.
going to say Clayton told you.
No, I knew it before I knew Clayton. But I know of it because of Minecraft.
Minecraft does teach you things.
Getting Minecraft running will teach you an incredible amount, especially if you're trying to
Vocabulary words.
yeah, especially if you're trying to get a server running.
Is this server still running?
It exists.
But it's not running.
It's not on anymore now.
Nobody's asking for it.
Yeah, it's basically just eating up electricity, and nobody's playing it.
Oh, I need to save that electricity during the summer. Thank you very much. Because again, electric bill.
Do they throttle you still?
We,
remember
we-
they-
Throttle our power.
Yeah. Or your AC. Weren't they doing that to you?
They were doing that during the freeze with people.
and that was only the people that had their like Nest configured with whoever the provider was. So what they did is there was a promotion that said like, oh, if you agree to this
Throttling.
API access that shows you what your power usage is, you'll get some sort of reward, like, you know, HBO Max, or there's something in it for you, but we want access to your energy usage. So,
I keep getting offered if you agree to abide by like these specific energy specifications during
Okay.
the hot parts of the year.
yeah,
We'll give you Nest will give you credit on your. They say Nest, but I'm pretty sure it's the electric co-op.
Mhm.
But your electric co-op will give you a discount.
yeah, and that's kind of what this was. And then they were just like, hey, if you read the fine print, it says in extreme conditions we can actually override your AC settings. And if you disconnect your Nest system from your Wi-Fi so that we can't make these changes, you breach the contract.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Agreed. Be very careful when corporations offer you free shit.
I mean, they don't offer you. No one offers anything for free. That's just the rule.
That's what's
Clayton,
like,
I'll
oh,
have you know-
included in your plan is an Echo. And I'm like, I don't want that plan because I don't want your shit.
Right.
I'll have you know that I kept thinking about you on the
Okay.
cruise because me and a few other people got the ultimate dining package, and the way people were describing it was, if you buy the ultimate dining package, you can eat at restaurants for free. And I kept thinking, no, not for free. You paid for it.
Uh-huh. Complimentary. It is not
It's
free.
included.
Right.
And I kept saying, well, as Clayton would say, it's not free. everybody's like, oh my God, shut up.
You're making me hate Clayton, and he's not even here.
We're almost done.
No, we're not, 'cause we have the
isn't there.
underside.
Oh my God. See how beautiful it looks.
It looks horrible.
There we go. Okay. Whew. Man, we're going to have a significant portion of this map done by the time we just finish just the solar panels.
Yeah, but this thing kind of looks like a huge pain in the ass.
What, the thing in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it does. It's going to be all them damn nooks and crannies type deal.
And stuff that's way high up in the air, so we're going to need to finagle with the whatever that rack thing is called.
Mm-hmm.
scaffolding.
So I never actually got to ask you this, Quentin, but now that you've been on your first cruise, what do you think? Do you want to do it again?
You a cruise guy now?
Yeah, you a cruiser? Will you do another cruise, Logan, you think?
Probably. I don't want to do one I've already done though.
Yeah. Jesus, he's in the kitchen right now. I hear him. Okay. So, my coworker was talking about she's brought it up multiple times how she's been to Jamaica and she loved it when she went to Jamaica and she wants to go back. And there are cruises that go to Jamaica. Although I would probably, if I'm honest, I'd rather fly into Jamaica and stay in Jamaica. No, this cruise shit. Oop. Oh.
I want to do that like river cruise that you and Grammy and my mom were talking about.
Oh yeah, European river cruise. That's the plan. I want to this trip. We'll see how she feels afterwards. How she holds up. It's a good test to see. Because what my grandma's having to do now is she has to get injections, these steroid shots in her back every 3 months. And so they're supposed to help with the pain, and she just had her second one. And she got 100% relief from it. So the question is, how long does the relief last? And, will she continue to do them? Because she's really not a big fan of needles. But she did say, I think she felt so fucking amazing afterwards that she probably will try to stick with it.
Gwen says, "Y'all talking about me? My dad wants to go to the Netherlands soon."
Yeah, I wanted to know if you were going to be a cruise guy now. What did you thought about your first cruise? They were asking, yeah.
Hopefully your roommate wasn't a big pain in the ass.
I mean, he wanted to cuddle all the time. It was kind of annoying, I'm sure.
Hey,
Were you using it?
I was literally jumping onto it.
You can take it back now. Yeah, roomie was just awful. I'm so sorry you had such a terrible roommate. Gosh.
Tell you what,
So
I'll
much
be your
to
roommate
whip
next
that
time.
guy
You won't
into
deal with
shape.
that. I'll be your roommate next time. That way you don't have to deal with him.
What am I missing on this fucking pole? That pole, I guess.
I'm missing something on this canopy support arm. I don't know what.
Underside.
There we go.
But it was better than I thought it was going to be, and I think the group we were with helped with that.
Yeah, I don't know if I would like, no offense, Mom, going on a cruise with my family, but going on a cruise with my friends was awesome. Both times.
Yet you just said that you wanted to go on a European river cruise with your mom and my grandmother and me?
Listen, you're going to be there, so it's not going to be just me locked with my mom the whole time.
No, what we're probably going to do is we'll end up leaving those two sitting on the edge of the boat, hanging out, chilling, while they are having some nice cold sweet teas and some snacks from the different regions. And we'll go on land excursions.
That sounds dope.
So I'll definitely go with the RT Florida CB crew on a cruise again.
Ashley was talking about this cruise that like starts in the Netherlands. You fly to the Netherlands, you get on a cruise there, and then it's a 14-day cruise, and then you end up in Miami.
Oy. That's some big open water.
That's
I don't
some
think I can do
commitment
that.
too.
Huh?
Some commitment too.
It's a 14 days. I mean, I'm fine with like a longer cruise. I was going to do that with probably the European one to make it, worth it because you're going all the fucking way over there. But that's also it's down a river. Like you literally make land like every day. There is no, we're going to spend 5 days at sea to cross the fucking Atlantic Ocean. Like, no, that's a hard no for me. Thank you. She was definitely talking about the world tour one that takes like 9 months. Only people that are old and retired can do that shit.
Fuck that. Hey.
Hold on.
I know, I wasn't using it. I just saw you take it.
I know, I saw you already up there, and I was like, okay, I'll take it. Jump up there real quick, and then he'll take it back.
All right, these ugly arms are done.
Yeah. And 9 months is a long time to be on a boat with the same fucking people. Like, fuck me. Like, you can't even, like, doctor's appointments? No. You need prescription refills? No.
I'd imagine if you're going to be on a boat for a long time, there's a pharmacy, right?
There's gotta be. There's gotta be, like, an actual...
all those old people needing their medication, there's gotta be.
Oh, yeah. You're right, because there's a lot of old people that tend to go. That's so expensive. I would get so tired of that. I get so tired of that, of seeing the same fucking people. Well, I guess you see the same people at work every day.
The thing is, though, when I see the same people at work, I have to. You choose to be on a cruise, so I can't make it the same thing in my mind.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of weird to think about it. Also, it's like random ass people. And you have to have, there's no line of respect. Like when you're at work, you have to respect each other, or you should if you want to, not be a dick and keep your job. That's not a thing. They can be as dickwaddish to you as they want. He's getting paid to tolerate these people. 'Tis true. It's exactly true. You're making money to do it. You're spending money when you're on a cruise. I see this point.
That was absolutely the mentality of Publix. Tell you what, I was being paid to tolerate several people. That's why my new job rules.
I think she's probably fallen asleep by now. You're good.
Oh yeah, she's asleep. But I really do like my job. And very often I complain about work, but like I'm complaining about Publix. I am not complaining about my current job.
Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah, we know. Right. Now just the middle section.
And this beam.
You got that beam?
But I'm working. Oh, beam's done.
Oh, you got that beam.
Should have done this on controller. My hand's starting to hurt.
Quinn says, yes, beam has been done for like 2 years. Ah, but Mixer's making a comeback. No, it's not. Oh, Clay, you want to talk about the thing that you bought that you've been testing out today? Not the new toy, not the new console.
Oh, my drink thing.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Nobody cares about a flywheel wrench.
I care.
So I bought the Hyper Chiller because I'm getting back into drinking coffee. I know, Logan, you're very excited.
I'm excited that you're excited.
Happy for you. So yeah, I don't like I don't like hot foods. I prefer cold foods, as everybody knows.
Frozen.
Right.
Eating a frozen coffee over the sink.
Yeah. A coffee popsicle.
Because it came out of a cup, so you're just like chewing on it.
Chew the caffeine.
We are already
But-
50% done with this level.
So I bought the Hyper Chiller, which is a thing that you pour water into two separate chambers and then freeze it for 6 to 12 hours. And then you can brew hot coffee directly into it. And the ice chambers are separated, but they chill the coffee as it gets brewed into this mug. Then you pour it out so that your coffee is chilled, but it's not diluted by melting ice. So you get full strength coffee that's not watered down, but you can get it cold. You don't have to wait for it to be like brewed and then chilled, because you're basically using all the ice up, and then once it's done, you just open it, pour out the melted ice, because it's not completely melted, it's just like mostly melted ice, and then you pour in fresh water and put it back in the freezer, and it's ready for the next brew.
Question.
Ah.
Can you use it for things other than coffee?
That's what I
They
was
say
like.
you can use it for tea. It is made to make hot liquids cold quickly.
So say
Because
you
I'd
open
be
up the
using it for
pantry.
like a Coca-Cola that just got from
Yeah, I was
store.
about
like,
to say,
I need to
Say you
chill."
open up the
Beer-
fridge and you all your Beppis is not refrigerated.
Right. Theoretically, it would work, but the way that it works is that they tell you to pour in your beverage and slosh it around for 60 seconds. So yeah, you're
take
gonna have
all
a
the
cold
carbonation
Coke,
away.
but you're gonna have a flat cold Coke. For that method, I still still no better method than just wrapping it in a wet paper towel and pop it in the
Put
freezer.
it in the freezer for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And don't forget, or you'll have to clean a mess up.
Right.
And I know that from personal experience.
Yeah, no one's done that in this house before, ever.
I'm just glad that I've never had a can of soda explode in a car.
Oh,
my god, what a
'Cause
nightmare.
Because I'd probably just sell the car at that point.
That'd be. I mean, you could
I'd
detail
either
it, but
sell
I
the
wouldn't be
car-
detailing it.
I'd either sell the car or strip it down to the frame and be like, all right, this is all flood damaged. This is a full ground up rebuild.
Hey, wait a minute. This is Beppis damage. Oh, I heard it,
You heard the bird?
but I don't know what it was.
Is it the stock hawk sound effect?
No, it wasn't the red hawk that they constantly use for eagle
The
sounds.
The desert hawk, yeah.
Desert hawk instead of a desert eagle.
Yeah.
Desert red hawk.
Right. The dock instead of the deagle.
Yeah, these two doors aren't done.
It's the underside of this. It's the the underside. See how they're like got a ridge on them?
Mm-hmm. All right, now they're done.
All right, well,
Perfect. We're in a good spot now.
I don't.
Heard it again.
I don't know if. Yeah, it'll be a whole stream to clean all that. That's a lot.
Well, I mean, by then, also the SpongeBob DLC will be out too. So
Oh, yeah, so we can start with this and then roll right into Bikini Bottom.
exactly. I think it'll be kind of cute. Not gonna lie. To do some SpongeBob levels. have some flashbacks, some quotes, I'm sure.
Did I tell you
Alright.
about the time?
Uh-huh.
Did I tell you about the time that my grandma was the kind of person who you let her find out that you like something, and suddenly that's like everything you're into always and forever.
Uh-huh. And then if
For
you're
my
not,
dad-
then she gets super disappointed.
And for my dad, it was pink flamingos. He jokingly said he wanted some pink flamingos for the front yard one time, and so everything she got for my dad was pink flamingo related.
That was Shelby's
And-
family with me with the color red. Everything they ever got me was just red. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. I do like red, and everything that you buy me, I would rather it be red. So I'm not going to complain, but I do think it's funny that you all just isolated in, like homed in on that one detail. And like, Clayton likes red. Buy everything you buy him has to be red.
I think I watched SpongeBob at her house one time, and then for like 3 years it was SpongeBob stuff. And then that was around the time that they were like, there was like a thing circulating. I don't know, crazy people were just like, if SpongeBob will turn your kid gay or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And so she like sat me down and was like, so is there something you need to tell me?
Oh, no,
like,
she did not.
No. What? No. So anyways, that's my SpongeBob story. I had a SpongeBob toilet. She bought me a toilet seat. Like a
Oh,
full-on,
God.
you take the toilet seat off, and the part you sit on was like real foamy and squishy, and the lid
Oh, I
was like
hate
SpongeBob's
those.
face.
Oh,
How old were you?
I was in high school.
Oh, my God. That worked out. That answer was better than I was expecting. Last week, yeah. Yes. All right. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. So thank you very much to everyone for watching. If you like what you see, you can follow us for free, or you can go that one step further and hit the subscribe button.
That
if
is
you want, if you want to know more about what we're going to be playing, make sure you follow us on Twitter and join our Discord. We post a schedule once a week on Mondays about what we're going to be playing during the week. And you can also go to our website, carpetboredom.com, to get links to all this information and check out our 2 podcasts, the Carpet Boredom Podcast and Help Me Understand, which is Clayton and Brandon talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. We did have a new episode of the Carpet Boredom Podcast come out Monday, so you can go listen to that now. Tomorrow is Thursday, so it's me and Logan back playing more Legend of Zelda. And as Logan said earlier, it looks like there's something else that we missed about Zelda and her being a dragon. So we're going to start off stream with that. So make sure you come back. That'll be at 9:30 p.m. But until then, everyone have a good night.
Good night.
Right.